Hi, this is Norma for Splitcoaststampers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this interactive card called a peekaboo card. That is so much fun to open and close. These images that I've used are from Magnolia Stamps. This one is called Tilda with Wrapped Heart, and this one is Tilda with Cozy Heart. The paper is from SEI called Moncoeur, and it's from their Chocolat collection. You need 3 pieces of plain cardstock, one at 5.5 inches by 8.25 inches, another at 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and the third one at 5.5 inches by 5.75 inches. You also need 3 pieces of pattern paper, one at 5 3/8 inches square, and the other two the same size, each at 5 3/8 inches by 4 1/8 inches. On your 5.5 by 8.25 cardstock, score at 2 3/4 and fold. Then take the square piece of designer paper and glue it to the cardstock. On your 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock, score midway at 4 1/4 and fold. Then take the other 2 pieces of pattern paper and glue them to the cardstock. On the 5.5 by 3/4 cardstock, score at 5.5 and fold. This is going to be the card front, and we'll be making our first window. The die that I'm using here is from a Spellbinder's Petite Oval Small die set, and we don't want our window opening to be bigger than 2 3/8 inches. Turn the paper upside down, then place your die blade side down on this side of the paper, and then you can slide it over until the blade stops at the edge of the folded paper, and then secure it in place with a couple pieces of removable tape like so. Then you can unfold this side and then run it through your die cutting machine. Now you can then pop the inside out, but keep the die in place for now. Now this piece is going to be the inside of your card. What we want to do is make a window here and also on this side. So place your card inside, back to back with your card front, aligning the edges, and grab a pencil and then draw the inside edge of the oval circle of your die. And then you can remove the die from the card front and then place it exactly around the drawn oval. And then secure it in place with the removable tape and then run it through your die cutting machine. Now you should have your second window on the left side of the paper. And if your paper is thin enough, you may have your third window already. But if not, like in this case, you'll be able to see a groove of the oval shape. So what you do is remove the die from the left side and fit it into the groove on the right side, and then run it through your die cutting machine to make your third window. Your next step is to glue the card inside to the card front like so. And now we're going to attach the back of the card. What we want to do now is make a frame for each of the window. Choose a shape that's slightly bigger than the window opening. I've got 3 samples here that you can go with. This is a simple one using Spellbinder's Petite Oval die. This one using Spellbinder's Petite Scallop Oval. And this is the one that I'm going to go with using Spellbinder's Labels 28 die. And these frames are easy to make. You first die cut the shape out of your cardstock, then use the same die that you used to cut out your windows, center that on your shape, secure it with removable tape, and then run it through your die cutting machine. Now you need to make 3 of these, of course. Now glue your frames around your windows. For placing the images or sentiments that you want to be peeking out of your windows, the simplest way is, and this is just for an example, die cut them with the same die that you used to cut out your window, and then simply apply glue to the back, insert it through the window, and then adhere to the paper at the back. But what I wanted to use are these images from Magnolia stamps. And if I were to use the same die, I'd be cutting off part of the images, and I didn't want that, so I've used a bigger die. And here's the way to place the larger pieces. Insert it like so. And you can fiddle around with it until you have it just where you want it. Hold it in place and flip over the card front. Grab a pencil and then draw the outline of the oval piece. And then apply glue to the back. And then you can glue it in place using that outline that you've drawn. There you go. And then you can do the same with the second image, but using the side panel this time. Now finish off by embellishing your card. And here's the finished card.